The China virus?
Because of China.
I did the ban on China.
Is it China?
China will own the United States.
City and town in America.
Look closely. You could be in Beijing, but this is New York City, USA. This is the American melting pot. But China and America are not exactly best friends right now, and things are getting complicated. My name is Zhaoyin Feng. I'm from China, but I've lived in the US for years. I've always felt welcome here, but things are changing. The US-China rivalry affects every corner of the globe, and the presidential election has put it front and center. So I've come to Flushing, one of the largest Chinatowns in America. The community here is worried about President Trump's proposed ban on the massive Chinese app WeChat. Many use it to talk to their loved ones back home. The US has been cracking down on major Chinese tech companies like Huawei and TikTok, saying they pose a security threat. Now WeChat has come under fire. Shenyang is suing the US government to stop the ban.
It's kind of a discrimination because obviously people all know most Chinese people in the United States using WeChat, and this ban, it's actually mostly only against the people, Chinese community in the United States.
Washington says WeChat is being used for surveillance and censorship, but Shenyang says it has allowed Chinese immigrants to share their newfound democratic values within the community and with their friends back in China.
This executive order is kind of across the line and diminish the value we try to spread to the world, to the mainland China.
As China and the US go head-to-head over technology, trade, and COVID-19, many Chinese Americans feel squeezed in between. But this rivalry between the world's two superpowers has been building for decades, and its profound impact will be felt in nearly every country around the globe.
So how did this start? Let's rewind. After years of separation, US President Richard Nixon visited China. Since then, there have been ups and downs. The protests in Tiananmen Square and the US bombing of the Chinese embassy in Belgrade drove them apart. But things got better. China joined the World Trade Organization and its economy boomed. The two superpowers became partners in the global economy. But China has always been criticized for not playing fair.
China's never been just 100% fully wide open. And as they have become more advanced in their economy, and as Xi Jinping's come to power, they've put other types of restrictions in place on social media, cloud computing, new rules on all different kinds of technologies.
In the past decade, the US and China fought over trade but partner on climate change. Ties between the two countries have grown, as have geopolitical tensions. Some say, like a couple fighting.
And like it, he's a friend of mine.
110,000 people. One person is too much. It should have never happened because of China. It happened because of China.
Now the relationship is at its lowest point. They want to decouple, to break up and undo the deep economic ties built over the years.
You might be forced to choose sides. Say, we're going to do business with just the Chinese or just the Americans. So it's putting countries, companies, students, employees in a very difficult position.
There are more than 360,000 Chinese students in the US, caught in the middle. Washington believes some are actually spies pretending to be students to steal US intellectual property.
So I would say that a lot of suspicions towards Chinese students are pretty unfair. Like, people come to US for seeking for a better career development, for opportunities. They want to get education, they want to make new friends, they want to make the best out of their journey in this different country.
Some of Chen Yu's friends decided to go back to China, leaving him with this hamster, Winnie. But Chen Yu is unsure about how long he and Winnie will stay here. He doesn't feel welcome anymore.
Since the intensification of this bilateral relationship, it's very challenging. And myself and also a lot of my friends are starting to look for like positions, job opportunities back in China or in other markets in Asia.
To me, the US and China sometimes seem like long-lost twins, with nationalism on the rise in both countries. Regardless of whether Trump or Biden wins the election, the rivalry between these two superpowers is here to stay. It will define geopolitics in the 21st century.